Yeah, you know, feeling a bit sorry and sore. That clot has been giving me some grief over the last 10 days or so. It's starting to abate now. Um, and it's been an interesting process. I think due to the physical distress that I was in, I went into some form of mild shock, um, which is congruent with the early childhood trauma that I experienced. And, I was able to connect to it basically somatically, in the sense that it was no longer a distant memory, in the sense that, my body could still experience that kind of distress. Um, and experience memory, muscle memory. Um, the location of the cot isn't exactly in the same place as where I was assaulted, but what I experience is you know uh, dissociative, in the sense that the pain in my leg at times at night would wake me up, and it was like I was in suspension, basically like a wounded little child once again, just trying to find the right position so as the pain would abate and I'd be able to drift off into sleep. And I had a couple of really restless nights, and it led to uh, suicidal ideation. And I ended up ringing up a counselling service and speaking to someone about that. Um, so when I was really distressed, I was all for quitting smoking. Now that the pain's abated, there's that huge attachment has come back, in the sense that I'm now aware of the fact that what I experience when I have a cigarette is basically like like a mother nursing a newborn child for the first time. That's the kind of effect it has on me, and I don't want to give that up, basically. Even though I've lost a certain degree of mobility for some time, you know, um, the effect once again is just fucking beautiful. And like I mentioned, I don't want to give it up. It's an illusion. I can admit that. Um, and if I was to analyze it a little bit more, I'd say I would be very selfish and self-centered, in the sense that basically what I expect from others is to be pampered, so so to speak. I want to gain access to that love and nurturance that I experienced whilst indulging um, in oral gratification. It's like I've never been weaned. Um, so it's distortion basically, and um, I received today some patches from the government in order to help me quit smoking, and some lozenges. I haven't opened the box yet, but I've spoken to a couple of people now about quitting on my birthday, which is only 5 weeks away. So I've got some time to indulge in that illusion, and hopefully sanity will prevail, and I'll realize, that it's just basically like a pimp. The nicotine is like a pimp, that soothes and comforts. But as soon as it comes to uh, financing the addiction, then it can be really harsh, cruel, and vindictive. So yeah, it's just where I'm at the moment. Hopefully things will change in time. If I was to pray, which I seldomly do, unless I'm starting to feel as though I'm getting out of control. And I think that's another thing about this addiction. I get a sense that I'm in control, that things are manageable and I can cope, just as long as I get that sustenance. And it's a shame, really, because it controls my life completely. So I think I've been speaking for about 7 minutes. Talking about my connection to an addiction and what it's about. And getting towards the end, I started to acknowledge a bit of the truth. I feel as though I'm in control when I have a cigarette, and others are free to do as they please, just as long as I have my cigarettes. Peace be with you.